So let's talk a little bit about leaders. These are our junior leaders, our youth leaders, because they're still members of the 4-H program, but we also have adult leaders. So it's kind of like the levels of 4-H, we have levels of leadership. We have club leaders, like I mentioned before. Our club leaders are Vicki and Annetta. We have county leaders. If I wasn't involved in the Busy Fingers Club, I could still serve on that advisory board I was telling you about. I would be considered then only a county leader because I wouldn't have an affiliation with the club. For an example, I was the ambassador advisor in St. Croix County. I had no affiliation with any club in the county. I was a county leader on that level. We also have just a couple project leaders. So it's just maybe aside from you, I mean total of 3, you, me, and Nicole are the only ones that enrolled. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of projects, and I'm sure you older kids that had to pick what projects you wanted to be in, you looked through that list and thought, oh, there's a lot to pick from. Clover Buds and Explorers, just sign up for Clover Buds and Explorers. But we have leaders, like I said, I'm the leader for the Clover Bud and Exploring project. Annetta is a leader for the Foods and Nutrition project, and Nicole Peters, one of the other moms, is a leader for the photography project. So we, as club project leaders, we hold separate meetings specific to those projects. We have our officers, they're listed in your binders on your information sheet here. It's under club information, which is one of these wonderful ones kind of in the middle. Club information, that's where your kid, whoa, it's behind that, right behind club information. So if you find the tab that says club information, it says who our officers are. So Alicia Hoffman, will you kind of stand up and say hello to everyone? She is our president. She's the girl that runs the meetings. You'll meet later, you'll meet Emily and Dawson. Hope in the yellow here, Hope Turbeville is one of our co-secretaries. Quinn will be coming later as our treasurer, and Kylie Smith with her handy-dandy video camera there is our reporter. She's taken it high-tech this year. You heard her say that her favorite project is videography, so she's actually recording our meetings and things, and hopefully all the bugs will get worked out, and eventually we'll get those posted on the website, so if people miss a meeting, they can go and watch it and see what they missed. And the junior leaders are, like I said, are the older members. They're leaders, but they're junior because they aren't adult leaders yet. Alicia has taken on the CAT project for the last, how many years? 3 years now. So we don't have an adult CAT project leader, but Alicia is a junior leader for the CAT project. So she holds CAT project meetings for the kids to come, and she does it. There's no adult. Alicia leads those meetings. Kylie has also been a junior leader with me with the Clover Buds and Explorers. So she comes with 2 leaders because especially when we have 14 or 16 Clover Buds and Explorers, I need a little help. So as a junior leader, Kylie is enrolled and comes and helps me with those. The other thing that we've just started this to have a sign-up sheet are what we're calling a project reference. Because you guys have got, I mean, if we counted how many projects the kids in our clubs enrolled in, it's a lot. It's probably 50 different projects. Well, there's no way the Busy Fingers can have 50 different leaders and we can't expect you guys to go to 50 project meetings every month. There just aren't enough days in the week. So we have people that are willing to be a reference for certain projects. That means I know a little bit about this project, or maybe I know a lot about this project, but I'm not going to have any meetings or anything. But I know about goats, I know about flowers, I know about gardening. I'm not going to have any meetings, but if you're interested in those things or need some help, give me a call. So if we have anybody here that has any talents or hobbies in any of our 4-H project areas and would be willing to let the kids give you a call and say, hey, you know what? I just have no idea how to get the paint to stick to this picture frame. Can you help me out? Then we'll have you sign up. And there's our sheet there, so you would write down what project area you have experience in and your name. And then that will be posted on the website so that the kids know if they need to have questions about whatever, they can call you up. Okay? So like I said, the actual enrolled project leaders, myself, Annetta, and Nicole for photography, we actually, as project leaders, need to have project meetings where these reference people, you just need to answer questions if people have any. Okay? So leaders are here to be helpful references that give input. They do not make the decisions because the 4-H clubs belong to the kids that are enrolled as members. It's the job of us as leaders and parents to help guide them in making the appropriate decisions. So when it comes time for those fair forms and you're wondering what to bring, that's when these other people will be really helpful. Okay? So the membership levels in 4-H You can see them all right there. Clover Buds, Explorers, junior members, older members, junior leaders, and that kind of goes right in order. Clover Buds are kindergarten through 2nd grade. Explorers are 3rd grade, unless they're in 4th grade and it's their very first year in 4-H. So a 4th grader that's having their first year in 4-H is also an Explorer. Junior members are 4th grade through 6th grade, and older members are 7th on up. And like I said, then junior leaders is it's kind of a little step that those older members can take by enrolling as a junior leader and being helpful and actually leading some projects and holding meetings and things. Okay? All right. Deep breath. Everybody still with me? Do we need a breather? Do we need to stretch? Are we good? Okay, we've got about 25 minutes left, but people will be coming in with food, so we're just going to keep going. All right? So at the county level, there's some annual events and things, and this is where I wanted to really share some of these with you tonight, because otherwise we'd bring them up at the meeting and we talk about them, and oh, your head is just spinning. There's so much to think about and hear and do. So on the county level, the Clover Buds and Explorers, they have a lot of workshops throughout the year, at least one a quarter, if not more. They usually have like a winter fun day. They do summer days at the beach and at the swimming pool. That's separate from what I do as our club, Clover Bud and Explorer. We do different things. These are county level activities that you can sign up for and go to, and they're led by sometimes the ambassadors, sometimes our county agents, sometimes assistants in that. There are STEM activities. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. That's the acronym, which that's not really an acronym. It's just what those 4 letters stand for. Something that has gotten just huge recently is the push, especially for girls in these sciences. And they have programs galore for these STEM activities because there's money at these universities and these states have been receiving tons of grant money to put on these programs to educate youth in these areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. One of these that's real popular in Pierce County, and I know we've got some kids that have been to it, Kelton has been to them. My other daughter Joy will be here later that she can talk about our Lego robotics. So it's for the girls and the boys, and they get to spend time, learning the computer system, programming these robots, and having them do things. And then the list just go on and on. These things come up throughout the year if we get our newsletter to know about them. But if you're that age group, then you do get an email. So hopefully is everybody pretty much on a computer and you get email or check things online pretty regular? Yes, no? Is there anybody that absolutely is not and has to have a paper copy of things from the 4-H office? Is there anybody that absolutely needs a paper copy? Because if you do, we're going to make sure we get your name and address down tonight, and I will take it to the office myself. Because otherwise it doesn't happen until about May that they get you into the computer. That happened to us. That happened to us our first year. We weren't getting a newsletter and we missed out on some of the speaking events and things because we didn't get it. So if you need that, let's make sure we get that in. There's always an annual leadership workshop with officer training the first Saturday of December, and that's more for the older kids. Volleyball tournament, we're going to talk about that later tonight at the club meeting. First Sunday of December, December 6th that will be. We're going to learn more about this later too. Annetta is on this committee. We, in the past, have had 2 separate festivals, a creative arts festival and a performance arts festival. The creative arts festival is the arts and crafts, the photography, speaking, demonstrations, pledges, and the performance arts festival is music, large group music, mini dramas, plays, skits, all of those things. And it's always been 2 separate things. And they've been switching it around and changing things up, and they've been talking about putting it together, so we'll hear from Annetta later if they really decided what they're doing. And then, of course, Pierce County Fair, that's a big thing. That's kind of the peak. That's kind of the highlight of the year. We work all year round for the Pierce County Fair. So about May, you're going to get a piece of paper that says, here's the projects you signed up for in October. Now, what do you want to take to the fair? What do you want to enter into the fair and get judged on and get your ribbon and get some premium money in? So we kind of think about the fair year round, don't we? Of course, but most of us wait till the last minute to get our projects done. But we think about it. We think about it all year round.
So just to share with you guys, this is some cute things that I found when I was playing. Okay, you know you're a 4-H'er when you plan your summer vacation and everything else all around the fair. Yeah. When you confuse the 4-H pledge with the Pledge of Allegiance. When you're only 12 and you can run a meeting better than most adults. You age out of the program and you immediately run to the county office to sign leadership papers. and animal barns smell like home. So I thought that was kind of cute. It really is what we do here. We plan our whole life around 4-H.
Yes, some of us kind of do, don't we?